At SUNY Cobleskill in Cobleskill, New York, a growing number of students are facing food and housing insecurity. But thanks to dedicated efforts on campus, support systems are in place to help. LeAnn Pratt holds the title of Interim Director of Residential Life and the college's homeless liaison. In this story, we take a closer look at how LeAnn is making a difference through her work with the on-campus food pantry and her commitment to ensuring no student goes without the essentials. In her role, LeAnn brings experience from her previous positions to Cobleskill to help further this cause.
I began my food and housing insecurity work at the last college that I've worked at, where we started the food pantry and I worked with housing insecure students. So I brought my experience from my previous institution into this role, where I work alongside Mary Irving, who oversees the food pantry, and I work more with the housing insecure students, and we work as a team. And the food pantry opened last year around this time, and it has been used a lot since.
Students, faculty, and staff can find the food pantry in Bow Hall just past the mailroom at the bottom of the stairs. There are a variety of items stocked in the food pantry at all times. LeAnn notes that student comfort is a top priority.
It's in a semi-private space because we know that there is a stigma against food insecurity that we are trying to not only combat but make sure folks are feeling safe and secure when entering that space. And in there we have dry goods, we have produce, we have canned items, we have toiletries.
The on-campus food pantry is stocked by donations from various sources both in the community as well as on campus.
We work with the regional food bank. So we place orders with them. We've been starting to work with a lot of local businesses, like the soap store downtown.
There are a few rules in place to ensure the food pantry remains accessible to those on campus.
So typically you're allowed to go in once a week and receive up to 10 items. And so our pantry is a little bit different because our shoppers can go right into the pantry and select their own food. Any student, faculty, or staff are in need of more than 10 items. They reach out to Mary and I, and we often approve them for more than the 10 items, and as well as connect them to local resources.
LeAnn shares that in just 1 year, they have seen such growth from this incredible program.
Last year, the fall semester, we had 555 total visits. As of this morning, we have already surpassed those number of visits.
Some students may feel nervous about entering the food pantry due to stigmas or embarrassment. There are many resources available to help students navigate this space.
I encourage them, if they live on campus, to reach out to their RA who can help them navigate that space or connect them to myself or Mary. I worked with some students who we went in after hours to get them used to that space.
The on-campus food pantry is a resource for all involved at SUNY Cobleskill, but it's worth recognizing the people behind the scenes who make it all happen. LeAnn shares her experience of watching the pantry evolve and the impact it has had on both the campus and herself.
So I've grown a lot, not only in the food pantry, but in this role, because I have created a lot of on-campus and off-campus partnerships. That has come down to working with off-campus agencies like Catholic Charities, Department of Social Services, and agencies like that. So it's helped me really get comfortable reaching out and finding resources. And so that has helped me develop my leadership role and how I navigate this role, because I want to make sure that I'm setting students up for success in the areas specific to the area where we reside, as well as wherever they may go when they leave us.